everybody, this is going to be my TBR for Summerween that Gabby from Gabby Reads host. Yeah, some of these I might read for the prompts, and some of them I'm just going to, if I'm not feeling some of the books for the prompts, I have other ones that I'll just be reading for the month, for that week and one day. I think it's from the, if I'm not mistaken, but if I can find Gabby's announcement video, I'll put it down below. I think it's from the 5th to the 12th, because I know it's 8 days. And I know it starts on the 5th, so I think the 12th would be 8 days. Anyways, let me get my list here. Then books that will fulfill the prompts will be there. You know, one of them quite doesn't work, but I'm going to use it anyways, unless I decide to do something. The other thing I was thinking about doing. Since we're allowed to, you know, triple, double, you know, if you could find one that fits everything, you can do that, you know what I mean? Since we're allowed to do that. But I'm going to try to read one of each, but we'll see. Okay, the first prompt is to read a book at night or in the dark. So for that one, I'm going to read Edge of Control by M. Walker, or Max Walker is his real name. This is his pen name for this series, and his After Dark series or whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called, but anyways, this one is, he doesn't know, but he's fallen for a serial killer that he's dating. That he starts to date, but he doesn't know he's a serial killer, of course. Yeah, I'm super excited for this. I've had it since the beginning of the year, I think, and I still haven't read it, so yeah. And then the next one is read a thriller or horror book. I'm thinking about reading this, even though I'm kind of scared, because I heard it's really, like, has a lot of, like, body image, like, horror and things like that. And that is When the Wolf Comes Home by Nat Cassidy. I'm really scared about this one. This one was really this one would be really out of my comfort zone. Like, yeah, definitely. But I am excited about it. I think this has something to do with, like, a boy is running from his dad, and then she tries to save him, and she has to go on the run with the little boy, But I know there's a lot of, like, twists and turns, and, you know, yeah. So everybody's been giving it anywhere from 3 to 5 stars, from what I heard. So we'll see. So maybe that one. If I get too creeped out, I have other books that I can do. Let's see. Read a book with the sky on the cover. For that one, I have Riley Sager, With a Vengeance. This one definitely has a sky on the cover. I'm really excited about this. I know it's been getting a lot of, what do you call it? A lot of, like, just okay reviews. A lot of, like, 3 stars and under. But I'm usually a very big, like, when a lot of people don't like books, I usually love the books. You know what I mean? I just don't know why that is, but it is. Like, some of my favorite Riley Sager books people did not like, and a lot of the books that people loved, I didn't like. Like, I hated, I think I gave it like 1.5 stars. Across the House Across the Lake, yeah, I gave it like 1.5 stars. I hated that one, and so many people loved that one. I DNF'd The Last Time I Lied and got rid of it. Yeah. My favorite was probably Survive the Night or Home Before Dark. And then, I really loved, I liked Middle of the Night. I didn't love it, but I liked it. A lot of people didn't like it. The only one left I really liked, Survive the Night, like I said, Home Before Dark, I really loved. Lock Every Door, I thought was pretty good. And then Final Girls was just okay. So, like I said, I DNF'd The Last Time I Lied, and I wish I would have DNF'd The House Across the Lake. I hated it. I know so many people loved it. I wanted to throw my book across the room when I finished that book. I hated it. Ugh. So, I'm hoping that means I'm going to like this. I think it's just because this is, like, definitely not something that people think Riley Sager would write, I mean. And some people think, you know, that his books are getting worse instead of better. Like I said, I love the last book. It wasn't my favorite book of his books, but I liked it. I had fun with it. That's what I want. Sometimes the book can be like a 3-star, but the experience that I have with it can be a 5, so I go with a 5 because I go over experience. I do it that way. Anyways, that's just a little rant there, but I'm excited for this one. Like, I like a train. I think it'll be fun. I like isolation. I like when they're getting, you know, picked off one by one, so I think I'm going to like this. I think I'm going to be the, what do you call it? The oddball. The next one is read a book you had longer than a year. I wanted to read Never Lie, or whatever it's called, by Frida McFadden, but I cannot find it. So I have this one, and I heard it's supposed to be really good. The Girls Are Never Gone by Sarah Glenn Marsh. Some mysteries are better left unsolved. Some spirits are better left forgotten. I forgot I even had this book. I don't know when this came out, but I've had it since it came out. But like I said, I forgot all about it. Yeah, it came out in 2021. So I probably got it in 2022, so I've had it for a while. And then the last one is to read a novel, manga, or listen to a spooky audiobook. So I gotta be well. Ugh. So this one's a little over what a novel would be, but I'm still gonna count it. Pen Pal by Nathan or Dathan Everback, something like that. In an attempt to make sense of his mysterious and unsettling childhood memories, a man begins to reconstruct his past as the games and adventures of his youth become engulfed by a larger story. He finds that it forms a tapestry of unbelievable horror that he never could have expected. Each chapter completes a different piece of the puzzle for both you and the narrator. And by the end of it all, you will wish that you could forget what he never knew. So, I know, sorry, hold on a minute, I'll be right back. I gotta sneeze, you guys. But like I was saying, this is a little over it's over 200, but it's 238 pages, so I'm gonna count it. And if for some reason I decide not to read this one, even though Riley Sager one isn't gonna be spooky, I do have the audio for it. So, and you can double, triple if you can find a prompt for all of it with one book. You can do that. So yeah. So, anyways, so. Excuse me. So, this will probably be my last book. That way, if I'm not feeling and I already finished Riley Sager, then I can use that. Since I'm gonna listen, and I like to annotate books, so I'll probably listen and then pause it when I want to underline something or write something. And of course, sometimes I'll have to read the book physically without the audio, and sometimes I might have to use the audio without looking at the book. Sorry, the bird went flying down into the bottom of the cage there. So those are the ones that can work. Hold on a minute, let me grab these because I got a lot over here. I have like 4 more that I want to. But if I can find Never Lie by Frida McFadden, I'm probably going to read that one, but I just don't know what I did with it. I have another one that's really creepy by Darcy Coates that I would like to read too, but I don't know what I put that either. But that one I don't think I've had over a year. But anyways, I also have some other books that I'm intrigued to read if I have time. Is Blood on Her Tongue. I'm not sure about this. Is it vampire or I don't know what it is. I just know her one sister starts is unwell and she refuses to eat and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's vampires, I don't know what it is, but it sounds like it's going to be good and creepy. So we have that, and look, it has to be pretty creepy with that. Like, look at that. Another one I really want to read. This one's probably going to get read before a couple of those other ones that are actually for, you know, for the actual prompts. But I really want to read We Live Here Now by Sarah Broke. I forget how you say her name. I've never read a book by this author. And this one just looks so creepy. Like, doesn't it? Like, that would even work for the night sky. Or a sky. It doesn't have to be a night sky. It just has to have a sky on the cover. But I keep saying night sky for some reason. But yeah. This one I'm super excited about. All I know about this is they move into a house and I guess crazy things start to happen. I don't know anything about this book. Influencer by Adam Cesare. How do you say his last name? The one that did Clown in the Cornfield. Anyways, all I know is it says follow him or die. And he's an influencer, I guess. So, I don't want to know too much because this is one of those books that I can't remember whose challenge it is. But somebody's doing a couple people are doing challenge like type videos. And one of them was a book that you hardly know anything about. Or you barely know anything about. And I definitely don't know anything about this book. Besides what it says there. And the last one is the next one in M. Walker or Mac Walker's Stonewall Investigation Midnight series. And that's his every move. So, it says, Elijah Grant is being watched, and Detective Benji Morrison may be the only one who can save him. When the popular adult content creator starts receiving disturbing messages and signs someone is tracking his every move, he turns to Stonewall Investigation for help. That brings him to Detective Benji Morrison, quiet, intense, and all too eager to take the case. Benji claims he's there to protect Elijah, and he is, but he's not telling the whole truth. And there's some other stuff. But he also has a stalker. Yeah, Elijah has a stalker, and Benji's supposed to help him. And they're going to fall for each other, you know. But like I said, he's keeping that he already knows him. Because he's a what's it called? Cam boy? Whatever they're called. But yeah. So this is the other one, like I said. This one has 266. See, I would have used this for a novel, but 266 to me is pushing it. I think this one has a lot more. I think this one's like almost 400. Oh, actually, this one is a little bit less. No, it's not. It's more. It's 322 pages. I'll read to you what the beginning says. Jace Holloway is the newest detective at Stonewall Investigation, New York City, and his first case has already consumed him. A serial killer dabbed, whatever, Nevermore is terrorizing the city, leaving victims with black feathers embedded in their shoulders. But as Jace digs deeper, he uncovers a sinister blackmail ring targeting the rich and powerful, a trail that seems to intertwine with the Nevermore's deadly spree. The investigation isn't Jace's only obsession. Enter Theo Glass, tall, tattooed, and magnetic. Theo saves Jace's life one moment and steals his breath the next during a chance encounter at a bathhouse. Their chemistry is raw, electric, and undeniable, but Theo is playing a dangerous game because Theo is the very killer Jace is hunting. At first, Theo reveals in the thrill of staying one step ahead, but as their connection deepens, the lines between hunter and hunted blur, pulling them both into a dark spiral of passion and obsession. Will Jace's pursuit of justice and Theo's desperate search for redemption destroy them, or bind them, or bend them together forever? Bind them together forever. So, yeah, these are all the books that I'm intrigued about. Like, these two are getting read, even though this one, I don't know if it would fit a prompt, but they're both getting read. They're probably going to get read, like, yeah. But I might change this to just read a mystery or thriller. Mystery or horror, whatever, or thriller, horror, whatever. And read this at night once I finish this one. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. But no matter what, these two are getting read. So, because Max Walker or M. Walker, I can usually finish it in a couple of days, like 2 to 3 days. And then the rest of the time I can read this at night. And I can start reading it around 7, you know. And I should be able to finish this in 8 night. Well, Probably by the time I finish with this, 5 to 6 nights. So we'll see. I'm sorry this is so long, but yeah. So these are all, wait, let me find them. Okay. Not always are going to be read, but these are the books that I would like to, some of these are the books that I would like to read during the readathon. Like I said, some of them I might not even do some of the prompts and just read some of these books. So we'll see. Who knows? I might just read books and not do prompts unless the book that I'm reading. I know for sure I'm going to read Riley Sager. So no matter what, I'm reading one that will be up for a, I mean, well, technically it could be 2 if I don't read the other ones. And of course, yeah, it's Every Move. If I decide to read that for the, instead of the horror one. I picked out for the horror. Anyways, that is it. Let me know if you're participating in Summerween. Again, it's from the 5th to the 12th. It's Gabby from Gabby Reads. And yeah, let me know if you're participating, what you have planned, and I'll talk to you guys all when I talk to you guys. Bye for now. I'm out of here.